25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25
What's good, everybody? Happy Tuesday. I know it was spur of the moment. Listen, look, I only came on here. It's so much stuff going on right now, but I only came on here because I had to do this before this week is over with because we know that the reunion is getting ready to start. And so I had to do this. There's so much stuff going on. I guess I'm going to just talk about that in the pre-record. But baby, we have to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, so we got a bye week, and so what we gonna do is we just gonna talk about the latest stuff that's going on with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I had planned on doing it last week, but I had got behind. But we still got to talk about it, though. We still got to talk about it, okay? First, we got to talk about Angela. Oh, Angela, girl. Oh, Angela, girl, I can't believe it.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Child, we got to talk about Angela, child. And it ain't looking good for my girl. It ain't looking good for Angela, okay? And, you know, when I come down here, I don't never lie on nobody. Now, my perception from how y'all see something the way that I see it may be a little bit different. But I ain't lied on nobody. And because I love you, I went and watched all 5 parts of the guy that was given the receipts on TikTok about what had happened with Angela and Phaedra. And I gotta say, y'all, I don't think that Phaedra did this. I don't think that Phaedra did what Angela accused her of. And that's a lot for me to say because, you know, I'm team Angela. But I don't think that Phaedra did it. I don't. I was already skeptical at first, but I don't think that she did it. I don't. Okay? Then we got to talk about Angela, girl, and we got to talk about the ATL girls too, because the ATL what happened with the girls is they want to do stuff and then they want to hide their hand. They want to be able to do what they want to do, but then when it's time for retaliation, and well, no, we don't fight, and it's a threat, it's this, no, okay. Then we got to talk about Britt Edie. Because the thing is, when y'all don't like nobody, the rules and stuff change. So we got to talk about Britt Edie. Then we have to talk about Porsha, because Porsha's performance this season, I feel like Porsha was everybody's storyline. Okay? She was Shamia's storyline. She was Drew's storyline until Drew got scared. And we just got to be real about that. Porsha couldn't talk about Simon. Okay? And so she didn't really have to because everybody else made her their storyline. Okay, we got to talk about that, and we might touch on Kelly or whatever. Don't nobody care about Kelly. Y'all know Kelly owes some money or whatever. That Kelly, she owed money. Kelly was trying to make sure she came off as that girl on TV, and she really not that girl. And we actually got a sneak peek of the reunion. I thought it was kind of cute. It was like a little short 4-minute clip. Andy was asking the girls, you know, for I grew up with a lot of Hispanics, and so they really value the Keiths and Yettas. I've been so many Keiths and Yettas, baby, growing up. But with Black people, they celebrate the S16, and he was basically asking the girls what they do for their 16th birthday. Was it memorable and stuff like that or whatever? Drew wasn't there yet. I didn't see Drew there. She must have been late, but the reunion looked so empty. It looked so empty. And since when? What is Phaedra doing out there? And Drew is not out there. What is Phaedra doing out there? And Drew is not out there. Phaedra only came, and this is what I'm saying. Phaedra was only there for half of the season. When Nene had came and got her peach for half of the season, they bought Nene out. Season 8, Nene was a friend of. She probably held the peach. Did she hold the peach season 8? Let me go. Did Nene hold the peach season 8? And she came, I know she came in at the latter half of the season and she held, I believe that she held the peach. And when she came out at the reunion, she came out and then they escorted her out. Okay? Let me see what some of y'all saying in the chat. I got a super chat. Thank you for the super chat to inform. He says somebody owed Junebug an apology. Oh, no. Don't nobody owe Junebug no apology. See, I'm going to have to break it down with you. I watched all 5. It was 5 parts of it. It was like 7 minutes on probably 2 of them and 9 minutes on the other 2. Girl, I was up here getting ready to fall asleep about it. And we're going to talk about it. But don't nobody owe him no apology. Don't nobody owe him no apology. And his friend that was doing the video, I believe his name was, what was that man's name? Hamilton? I don't know. What's his name? Let me go look at the Twitter and see what his name was. Anyway, I ended up going to go look at his TikTok. Had to make a TikTok to go end up and seeing what he was saying. And baby, the girls are real crafty. The girls be doing stuff and child, let me see. What's the man's name? What is the man name? Anyway, he remind me of a friend that I have. Anthony, what's up, me so Joy? It was Alex. Is his name Alex? I don't know. Alex, Anthony. The thing, we're going to talk about it. But before we get started, let's see who in here and we're going to talk. Okay? Let me go. C. Patterson, what's good? Start by firing Shamia, Phaedra, Porsha, Kelly, and Drew. Start by we got to fire Shamia. Phaedra was lied on, though. Phaedra was lied on. Now, Phaedra, to me, didn't really give a good season. She came in at the end part of the season. She did good, but Phaedra was framed. I really do believe that. Phaedra was framed. And I'm just going to, I just got to be real. I believe that she was framed. Porsha, we got to bring Porsha back. Kelly can go. Drew can go. Okay? Magdalene Lamar, what's good? Malia Lachelle, what's good? I love this picture of Queen Angela. Is she a queen, though? Malia Michelle. Is she a queen? Look, I don't want y'all to think that I'm no flip-flopper. But I'm not. Listen, I believe that she could do wrong. I'm still Team Angela, but she was wrong. But
I'm that ride or die mother. I'ma hold this kingdom and palace together, you heard?
I'm gonna hold the kingdom and palace together. You heard me? But I feel like that she did some wrong, and I feel like that she was lying. We're gonna talk about it. And see, Angela, I knew that it was something going on with you and your daughter. I knew it was the reason why. What type of daughter don't invite their mother to a wedding? One that be over there making them homophobic slurs. And that's why she didn't want you at that wedding. That's why your daughter didn't want you over there at that wedding. I knew it was something. I told y'all. Miss Lovely T was good. BC, we're going to start at the 10-minute mark. Miss Bella was good. Dina was good. Let's make the board numbers great again. Yeah, let's get my numbers great again. Listen, don't have me out here begging. Y'all know begging make people hate you. Don't have me out here begging. And I'm over here talking about this. We could be talking about what's going on with Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj is over there acting like Jaguar, right? She do this every couple of months, though. Beyonce, just all you got to do is send out the queue, and I'll go jump on them. B. And this is another thing, too. I love B, but you're not giving Bonnie and Clyde. You're not giving Bonnie and Clyde because Nicki done got too many passes. Elise and Solange over there. We know you on tour. Elise and Solange over there. Kelly ain't doing nothing. Go send Kelly over there. Somebody. They go take her phone. Okay? Tanisi, what's good? Gigi. GGR, what's good to inform? What's good? Is this news true? What news? What news are you talking about? DD Marie, what's good? They say that Kenya coming back for season 17. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. It might not even be no season 17. Natasha Cooper, what's good? And I love you back. Slim, what's good? Thank you. Rob Jaden City, what's good? Denise, what's good? And all your beautiful king. What's good, Denise Marshall? Chantel, what's good? Noi Taints Weed. Hi, what's good? Kingsley, what's good? What Angela do? Angela lied. Angela lied on Phaedra. You can't believe them gays, they nasty, but we saw the receipts, GGR. Twangalang, 844, what's good? Miss Clara, what's good? Aaliyah Brittany, what's good? My Angie's not behind this. Good boy, don't turn her. I'm not turning on her. But she can still convince me at the reunion. But right now, Angela, it seems like that you lying, mama. I feel like that you lying, Mama. Now let me get a picture of Angie up here before we get started. Shall we? Oh, I got. Hold on. Wait a minute. We got. Hold on. Okay. Now let's start with Angie. Oh, Angie. Angie, 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 Angie. Okay. Angela, Angela. I believe that Phaedra was set up. I do. I'm sorry. I believe that Phaedra was set up by Angela in production. I do. I do. Okay. I already told y'all I felt like that Angie was, she didn't present herself. She presented her and Charles as a package. And that's the reason why I felt like she kept on playing with Charles or kept on trying to bait Charles into something because she was playing with Charles. Okay. So we saw that on the show. We saw that punk Marcus come up to Angela at Kelly's event. Okay. His friend did, what is the friend name? This is upsetting me and my homegirl. Hold on. Is his name Alex Hamilton or something like that? Let me see. Mm, I can't remember his name. But anyway, I won't lie to you. I watched every part of the thing. Okay, I think it's something Hamilton or something. Child, you know they say he's straight. Alex and Marcus. Okay, Alex. Thank you, Alex. Okay, Alex said that the girls in Atlanta, they always trying to be on the scene. Okay, Alex said that Marcus was his manager. Okay, they worked at a place that Charles Oakley had ended up coming into the restaurant one day. Okay. Charles Oakley ended up coming in the restaurant one day. He didn't know who Charles Oakley was, but Charles Oakley came to the restaurant one day. He had a female friend with him. It was not Angela, it was a woman. He said that when he went into the kitchen, everybody was huddled in the kitchen, like whispering and stuff, saying, it was an NBA legend that was out there, but he had retired. He said he don't watch basketball, so he didn't know who it was. He said that he was the one that served them. He said that they was eating off the same plate. They was drinking out of the same cup. It looked like they was on the date. He assumed that they was on the date. Okay. Fast forward 4 months later. Okay. Now your girl Cheryl, she said, "Are there photos?" There are no photos. I will believe something with a photo. He didn't give us no photos. He did not give us no photos. Okay. Fast forward about 4 months later, he said that Marcus hit him up, and Marcus said that that it was going to be a Real Housewives of Atlanta event with his homegirls, Binge-worthy and them, and they was going to go there. And did he want to ride? So he said that he was going to go. Okay. Marcus was saying that he was going to go and tell Angela about what happened with Charles. Okay. Now we still don't know if this is Marcus's restaurant. We just know that, he said that he was going to go and tell Angela. Okay. So Angela is at the event. He went and said whatever he said to Angela. Okay. He said that he didn't, wait a minute. He said that he didn't know that the boy was going to go over there and tell Angela that. Okay. He said when he came out the restroom, he learned that Marcus went and told Angela that he had saw Charles at the restaurant with another woman. Okay. When he came out the restroom is when they was giving the toast and he was gagged. Okay. He said that he was gagged when Marcus made that toast about if your name is Angela and your husband is cheating on you. Okay. Alex said that the boy got kicked out of the event. He ended up getting kicked out of the event, but Alex said he took pictures with Kelly and everything was supposed to be copacetic. Fast forward, I believe it was Drew had ended up reaching out to Marcus. And she wanted to get some behind the scenes tea and see what was going on. And she wanted to meet up and have coffee with Marcus, and Alex had ended up coming with. When they got there, Angela was also there. Okay? Angela wanted to know who was behind who. I know somebody sent you to do that to me. Who was it? And he was like, did nobody send nobody? Did nobody send nobody? And then she said, I know that both of y'all have ties. I did my research, and both of y'all have ties to Athens or something like that or whatever. And he didn't really want to say the name. Supposedly, Angela gave Marcus her phone and said, "You don't want to say the name, just put the name in my phone." And he put a name in the phone and gave it back. Alex said that he didn't see the name put in the phone, but once she got the phone, she gave the phone to Drew. They looked at each other. He never seen the phone, but he assumed that it was Phaedra by the way that they was talking. Okay? Fast forward, Angela ended up calling Alex and Marcus and seeing if he could talk. She had ended up calling him from a blocked number. So what happened was, what had happened, the letter from had to say, if not Phaedra, then who? Drew. It was production. It was production. This is the thing. This is Bravo think this is what we want to see. I believe that production put them up to this. I do. I believe that production put this up to this, and this is Angela's fault. She served Charles up on the platter to production. Okay? I believe that it was production, and I believe that production told them to frame Phaedra. I believe it. I do believe so. I do believe so. Okay, how was this Angela's fault? Because she went along with the lie. If it wasn't Phaedra that was doing it and it was production, you get them. And I believe that Angela knew. Okay, but to make a long story short, Angela did send some people over there to the restaurant to threaten him. The boy, Marcus, Alex, said that Phaedra had nothing to do with it. He was reaching out to Angela to tell Angela, hey, I'm so sorry for what you're going through. I think that I felt so bad. I really didn't want to do it, but I was reaching out to her, telling her I was sorry about what happened. She was like, who, what, when, what, Then, when it was set up that they was going to say that Phaedra did it, he was reaching out to Phaedra. And, Phaedra don't read her messages. So, I'm so sorry, Phaedra. I got to tell you something I'm really trying to get. And I don't want to be in the middle of it. You're not in the middle of it, baby. If you didn't want to be in the middle of it, baby, you wouldn't have got involved. You didn't have to reach out to nobody. Right? And so they around here being messy, trying to flame Phaedra. Do I believe that Charles was in a restaurant with a woman? Yeah. Does that mean that he was cheating? No. But my thing is with Angela is that there's a difference between the way that Angela moves on this show, and there's a difference in the way that Heavenly moves on this show. Angela's marriage is for sale. Angela, I feel like, is kind of coming on here like Cynthia a little bit, trying to get Charles to be a Peter. You know what I'm saying? I really do believe that Angela set this up. She thought they would have been an interesting storyline. It was the reason for her to come after Phaedra. I just don't respect it. We got to make Atlanta great again. These fake storylines and stuff, they got to go. They got to go. Who invited the guy to Kelly's event to expose Charles cheating? That's the question and the root of this mess. Extraordinary. Baby, when they have events like this in Atlanta, you have to sign up for them because you have to get a clearance to film. Anybody that probably wants to be on TV could sign up to come to the event, and they had to get cleared. He just so happened to get cleared. That's why Binge-Worthy them was in there. That's why Binge-Worthy them were in there, because they wanted to get on camera, and then he wanted to tell that story and stuff about Charles. Now, I don't know for sure. I will say this: I don't know for sure if I even believe that Charles was in the restaurant, because we ain't got no pictures of it. You get what I'm saying? We don't have no pictures of it, but I do believe that Angela has something to do with this storyline, and she wanted to blame it on Phaedra. I really do believe that. It would be good for her. Phaedra is a known liar. Why not? Okay? Now, according to Alex, Phaedra had already knew going into the meeting that Phaedra had already knew going into the event that Angela was going to try to expose her. So I'm trying to understand why Phaedra was looking all stupid and stuff when everything was going on. So what happened was Angela came and she had Marcus on her side, and then Phaedra was coming. What I don't understand is how you and Marcus is friends and y'all on both ends of the totem pole, right? Because Marcus is over here supposed to be Team Angela, but they were supposed to bring you out. Y'all both was looking for a moment. Y'all was performing. So if Angela set it up, Charles is just playing along. I don't think that Charles is playing along. I believe that Angela wanted Charles to act a fool on camera. The Marcus guy tried to give production the video from the restaurant, but the owner said no, is what I heard. So yeah, so even the boy, not Marcus, Alex is asking Angela, did you send some people up to the restaurant to threaten Marcus? And she was saying, I don't know what you're talking about. But then Angela get on the show and said, we got some people that care about us. Oh, Angela, girl. It's giving desperate, girl. It's giving desperate. What else? Okay. But then they said that when Phaedra did bring the boy out, but Bravo didn't show it. And when him and Angela got into it, Angela called him a faggot. And he's supposed to be married to a whole woman. Angela called him a faggot, told him that his marriage was fake because she had did research on him. That he was a messy faggot and his marriage and stuff was fake. And I believe that Angela said that too. I do believe that I believe that Angela said that. I do. And Britt Edie had came out and tweeted and said, yes, Angela did say that, and she threatened the boy life. I'm not saying that Britt Edie is no prayer book, but I believe that Angela said that. And they edited it out. I do. Thank you for the super chat, Q. He said, good evening. I missed 18 minutes. What we talking about? The lap dog? Did she get ate up again? Or how Angela failed? Head doctor was innocent. Wow. Oh, Angie, girl. Didn't the two guys date? Now, I don't know that, Kwame. I know he married with a white girl. You know, sometimes the white girls can't tell. Not the F word. Thank you for the super chat, Q. He said, not the F word, baby. The girls claim to be an ally. How easily will they turn? How was she an ally? I never thought that she was no ally, baby, when her daughter didn't even invite her to her wedding for her woman. Heavy on the man. When her daughter went over there with her woman. Who's married to a white girl? Alex is married to a white girl. And he got 2 kids. Yeah. Well, that's even more confirmation. Angela didn't set it up. Angela didn't set up what, Tiffany GT? Angela setting up makes no sense, though. Baby, when you thirsty and you looking for attention, see, Angela, y'all don't know the depths that people will go for fame. And we can say that she was asked to be on the show a couple of years ago, but see, they said that she was asked to be on the show. When she gave the interview with Carlos, it was given she didn't get picked. That she went through all the interviewing processes and stuff like that she was supposed to go through, but she didn't get picked. Miss Hollywood say, boy, I had no idea Alex was straight. Oh yes, you thought Alex was flaming? That's why they be over there with the white girls. Yes, baby. Yes. Yes.
Get the fag off the TV. I'm not watching that.
Yes, baby. Phaedra definitely got him ran up on and take it back. Who's Alex? Y'all know who Alex is. Let me pull up Alex, y'all. Y'all tell me. Did y'all see the latest baby? Y'all lucky I love y'all, because I really ain't want to come down here and talk about this. I want to talk about Diddy and the whole game. So this is Alex.
On me, I think people would already know it. So she kind of turns her attention more so to Marcus. And that's when she just, again, doubles down on this. I know somebody sent you. And I know both of you have a connection to Athens, Georgia. what is going on? Like, I'm gobsmacked. Literally, I'm gagged every step of the way, you guys. Once I
And y'all, and
realized
this
that
is the
Marcus
thing
was
about
actually
y'all. Y'all be playing with fire and don't realize y'all in danger. Y'all be playing with fire and don't realize y'all in danger. I thought that they was both girls. Didn't explore. Baby, you can't convince me no different. You can't convince me. I know the girls when I see one, and that's why he was over there with a white girl. I know the girls when I see one. Please, let me go to his Instagram. I believe, let me see. Hold on. I know the girls when I see one. Who? Let me see. Alex Himes, that's his name. I know the girls when I see one. See, he was at the event. Talking about he was fresh to death. Bitch, where? Bitch, where? And look at the people in the comments. You better show up and show out, sir. Bitch, where? But yeah, he married. Look, he's trying to show himself, I guess. Look him, see, and that's what I'm saying with him and Marcus. They was looking for their moment. So this is his wife. That's his baby. Mm-hmm. Girl, girl. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Somebody get this bitch off me.
Girl. If that was my friend, I'd just be over there screaming, somebody get this bitch off me. That's good, baby. Show that baby, show that beard in that baby. Girl, please. Oh, it ain't nothing on the screen. I'm sorry, hold on. Can you see? Girl, please. Y'all didn't see nothing? Wait a minute. Let me go to his page. Oh, wait a minute. I got a little too carried away. Okay, let me see. Here we go. Him having a wife and a baby don't mean that. I mean, you know, Al Reynolds was married. That's his wife. Y'all didn't even see the baby? Let me go back to the top. Okay, so this was him at the event. He said he was fresh to death. Okay, smiling ass nigga. That's a sign right there, baby. Don't know niggas get the smiling in no camera. You know what I'm saying? I bet you when Charles was in over there, you look at him. Look at Charles. You don't see Charles over there smiling. That's a nigga that like pussy. All these smiling ass nigga. What girl? Look at this cheesing and shit, bitch. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Oh, hold on. And so he got. Let me give you. Y'all want to see the wife? That's why you're my wifey. Will you be my wifey? Yes, I'll be your wifey. She knows, girl. She just wanted somebody. She know. She know. She know. Y'all think she know? Y'all think she know? Well, she probably think he.
DL.
She just wanted a black man. Oh, they remind me of Star and Reynolds. She has to know double ally, black and gay, looking like Anthony Bouvier from Designing Women. Where is she? And in denial. Wow. Then what Wendy Williams say? Denial is a she knows and she don't care. You know that's okay. Her ass trying to keep a man, baby. But they probably play together with other people though. Yeah, Angela told him that he was a faggot and his marriage was a scam. Girl, look at this. Girl, I don't even have to see the feet. I don't even have to see the feet in here. I know that he on his tippy toes. You get what I'm saying? Put a two in the chat. Put a two in the chat. I don't even have to see it. And he got on his invisible pumps. He's sitting down on his tippy toes. Girl, please. Bitch, please. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Y'all know I love the girls, but I don't like the girls messing over no women like that.
Somebody get this bitch off me.
Thank you for the super chat, Q. He say public service on ladies. I know it's hard out here, but stop letting these punks climb your bag. And that's you know, but you know they but even the white boys be trying to let Tyler Perry climb their back. But anyway, I think that Angela lying. I do. I think that Angela made this up. Let me show you him in this family. She ain't got no self-esteem. I know a nigga that I used to talk to that got married. A nigga I used to talk to, and he got married, child. I say, wow. I said, wow. He ended up getting married. I was looking at, I seen the wife. I said, oh, no wonder. No wonder. She had a clock and said that she wanted to, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I don't want to, and he, girl, I had to tell y'all on Patreon, y'all. But I don't know if the man is gay because me and him ain't never did nothing, though. I can say that in front of God, though. We just talked before. We ain't never did nothing. Well, because I'm a virgin, though. But he, what? I hope you were wrong about what? Nubian mahogany? Wrong about what? Wrong about what? Alexander Holmes? Angela told one truth, what? Ray Charles can't even see that. Oh, yeah. Poor girl. She said, I got me on her. Mm-hmm. That baby even though. Well, look at this. Look at this. Girl, no. Oh. All right. All right, girl. I know that's right. You love yourself, girl. I know that's right. Bitch. Girl! Girl! Anyway, let me go. Natasha say how much money he made. Look at that face, girl. Look at the hands, look at the hands, lover. Look at the duck lips and stuff. And girl, oh, please. Anyway, Angela, you wrong for lying on Phaedra like that, though. You know, listen. I'm never gonna lie on nobody. I'm never gonna lie on nobody. Ooh, Trust Love, you better listen. That was an each one teach one moment for me, taking pictures in the closet. Coming out of the closet. He may be openly bisexual. He know he a girl. He know he a girl. Okay, Phaedra deserved it. Team Angela. Oh, Jordan gang. No. Let me tell you something. I don't believe in lying to nobody. I don't believe in lying. I don't have been lied on before. I don't believe in lying on nobody, though. I'm just telling you, for me. Now, I might misinterpret. Sometimes it may take y'all times to catch up with me. You know what I'm saying? Or I may interpret something different from y'all, but I'm not going to lie on nobody. If Angela, Vita 25 Angela, dead wrong for lying on Phaedra, I believe she lying. She gonna have to show me something at the reunion. You gonna have to show me something, Angela, at the reunion. Hey, Tim Will, what's good? He is a fairy. I know. But that's why sometimes when we have people that listen, I feel like sometimes when people date outside their race, it's because they know, he probably know that he can't come over there with no black woman. But no, it's some black women it's some black women that'll date him though, like Miss Juicy or somebody. Somebody will date him. He could get somebody. But when I was in college, and I promised to God, one of my homeboys, he had one of my best friends. He was going with a boy, and we was watching TV one day, and the blunt was in rotation. And his boyfriend had said, I would never forget it. His boyfriend had said in front of everybody, his boyfriend said, man, when I was in middle school, I thought it was something wrong with gay people. And he said, I only started talking to niggas because I couldn't get a girlfriend. And I was like, wow, that blew my high. He really said that. He said, I only started talking to niggas because I couldn't get a girlfriend. And my friend, he had came up out of his room and he was like, no, what she said? My friend had came out the room. His boyfriend had came out the room. He wasn't in there when he said it. And he was like, now, what did you say? He was like, I thought there's something wrong with gay people when I was in middle school. He said, you know, I thought it was something wrong. You know, I only got to started messing with niggas because I couldn't get a girlfriend. And my friend said, oh, pass the, he said, oh, bitch, pass the blunt. I forgot who had the blunt at the time, but that blew my high. And so, you know, when I had went home and went to sleep and I woke up the next day or whatever, me and him had went on our look, because we used to go and work out and run in the morning. And we had went on our morning walk or whatever. And I was like, now, did I hear what I heard last night? Yes, baby. But he couldn't get a baby. You could get a girlfriend, baby. We can get a girlfriend, baby. What's good, Callie? Say what now? He did say that. And the crazy part about it, the boy wasn't a bad looking. He wasn't bad looking. Now, I don't know if he was no real man because he wasn't 6 feet, but you know, he wasn't bad looking. Natasha Cooper, I gave that up a long. I smoked when I was in college. I had to stop smoking. I had to stop doing that, baby. It wasn't for me. It ain't for me. He was lying, good boy. He was always gay. I don't know. A fairy. You know, yeah, he a fairy. Okay, but yeah, Alex, Angela, and he said that Angela called him a fag, and he was really upset about it. And then he got on like, it's love. No, I believe so. He doesn't really like me. And what happened after that relationship? He was, my friend had broke up with him. You in this 6 feet deep. What? See Patterson 22? No, I'm just saying that I know that women always say that they want like a tall man. And I will say this though, the niggas 5'7" and under don't got a chance. And no shade to the niggas that's 5'7" in the chat or whatever, but you know, short niggas, I have seen short niggas get clowned. I'm just saying, no matter how fine you is, when you 5'7" and you a man, women be looking past you. What Trina say? I ain't looking at you no more. I'm looking past you. You know what I'm saying? At 5'7", what? Because that means that she can't wear no heels. That means that she can't wear no heels around you. I don't believe that Angela would say that. Nubian Mahogany, you don't know that girl. Nubian Mahogany. How come her daughter didn't invite her to that wedding? How come that her daughter didn't invite her to that wedding? But my gym crush I think that my gym crush is a little short though. But look like he big everywhere else. Short man get clowned big time on Pop the Balloon. Right. And Miss Hollywood, you seen that man from New Orleans over there that say he live in Houston. He said he an engineer on airplanes. Some of y'all gonna get this work? Some gays can't afford surrogate, so there are women who agree to these, and it's okay to help somebody be a parent and help raise a kid. Dee girl, you baby. The daughter probably just wanted a small fast wedding with the two of them, girl. With Ryan Stanley, you taking her side. Okay. Now we done with Angela. Angela, you better show these women don't be doing what they want. Oh, I'm short and cute and switch to men's too. You short and cute and switch to men's too. What that mean? The last part. Help me out. My ex-husband is 5'8". And Amy J, I won't say what you told us about him over there on the Patreon or whatever, but you know, that explains a lot. That, you know, Charles probably wasn't supporting that union. Good boy, that's my thing too. I knew the daughter was a lesbian before she said it. That's why she wasn't invited. Wow. My man 6'4" and didn't want to commit, but the 5 man wanted to commit. Height is overrated. Knowledge you told on yourself because it was given that you was ready to commit to the 6'4" man. And he say, well, shit, we got away. But the 5'9" man said, hurry up and get me off the market. Hurry up and get me off the market. Don't nobody else want me. I loves you. That's what it's giving me. Okay. But no shade to the short kings. If we could call them Prince, the should-have-port Prince. Hey, what you like in height, you gain in other areas. Is that true, Keon? Keon, how tall are you? You looked over the 5'9" man. I didn't say that I do. I said that women do. And Miss Hollywood gave a perfect example. Girls don't be looking at no. Girls don't be looking for no short man. They don't. That's just the truth. 5'9", okay. You know, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with being 5'9". Ain't nothing wrong with being 5'9". but yeah, so he over here. Look at their gender reveal. Wow. It's a girl. Can't excited to meet her. Wow. I be wondering, like, with couples, like, oh, y'all can't see the pictures. I'm sorry. I be wondering when couples and stuff like that. Don't you be wondering how they talk to each other when they talk dirty? And he got. Oh, I forgot to.
You relate to work.
He got breasts too. He got breasts. He needs to wear a Brazil. And y'all, girl, y'all just be. And the thing is, y'all just be trying to get on camera to be on TV and say I was on TV. Don't care about nothing. Don't care nothing about how y'all look, y'all. Anyway. What else we got? Okay, now we got to talk about Brit Edie. I'm telling y'all, I'm team Brit. I'm team Brit. To me, y'all can say what y'all want, but I'm team Brit when it comes to Shamina. I'm team Brit when it comes to Shamina. Okay.
Yes, angry, black, bald head.
Angry, black, and bald head. Okay. So the Jesse Wu, and this is what I be saying: when y'all don't like a bitch, y'all go to the extreme, and they can't say nothing. Now, the Jesse Wu got her nerve, okay, because she talked about D. Whitney Houston, the greatest vocalist of all time, and made fun of her being dead over there on Wild in the House. Okay, so the Jesse Wu gonna write. I don't understand why Brett felt the need to bring up Shamia's daughter at all, insinuating that Shamia was lying about her daughter's illness. Shamia has amazing self-control because baby what? Why we can't talk about Shamia's daughter? Why we can't talk about Shamia's daughter? Why we can't talk about Shamia's daughter? Since when have kids been off limits? Are we not supposed to talk about Shamia's daughter? I thought y'all want us to treat all the kids the same. They talked about Brent stealing that womp word. Remember that? Sheree talked about Brent over there stealing that womp word. Kenya called Nene's son some gorillas. Remember that? Put a 7 in the chat if y'all remember these. Remember, who else, kids? Remember, and I wish, what is her name? Eva the Diva. I wish she would have stood in it. The 2389. She is my niece, but she could get talked about too. She ain't nothing fucking special. She ain't special. Shiloh can get talked about. She can get talked about. Kids ain't never been off limits. Remember Porsha? Remember Eva said that, and she said it's shade. Okay? Porsha needs to be worried about that baby and why that baby over there looking like Dennis with a bow. I say, bitch. And then you seen her try to backpedal. And I believe that she backpedaled. I believe if they had that reunion in person, she would have never even went to the reunion because she was scared. Dr. Heavenly said, girl, get up out my kids are not Shamia kids can be talked about. Shamia around here making fun of people. Girl, look. Am I wrong? My sister has a special needs child, and they talk about her baby. She used to get into it with people on Facebook, and I remember one time the girl told her, girl, I'm going to whoop your ass, and I'm going to get my son to push your son out his wheelchair. She told her that. My mother, because that's my daddy daughter, my mama was like, you need to tell her that she can't be jumping up and falling out every time. You know what I'm saying? And my auntie had said that too. Baby. People gonna talk about your baby. People gonna talk about it. That just comes with life. You can't let it bother you. And then I remember my cousin had asked me and my auntie, you know what I'm saying? If you got into it with, you know what I'm saying? Would you? Yes, I would. If she hurt my feelings. Girl, look. Okay. So Britt say, Shamia doesn't get to call me a whore all season long, imply that I'm an addict, bully me in every media outlet, come for my marriage and try to get the public to hate me because I said that she's a liar. When no one sees that Shamia uses that storyline to gain sympathy for her fans. And she weaponizes her child condition and no one can say anything. But But no one talks about the made up story she put out in the media, dragging my name every chance she gets. Fuck her. And she should have put fuck her and her daughter. That's what I would have wrote. Okay. Yes, Kim. Yes, Chronicles of the Kim K. And Gabor King just said Kim Zolciak was sworn her daughters out for John Legend tickets. Yes, she did. Nene said that Kenya was getting ready to give birth to an elephant. Remember that? Y'all remember when Kwame, you remember what season was it? Let me think. Kwame, you remember season 5 when they went to Athens? Did they go to Athens? Where was they went? They went somewhere in Atlanta, but it wasn't Athens. She said a buffalo? Oh, a buffalo. Y'all remember when where did they go see? You know, they take 2 trips. They went out of the country, but they went somewhere in Georgia. And Nene made Cynthia cry because she was talking about how fast the little girls was, and she was trying to say, "Oh, she's over there dating Arthur." Nene, you remember that? They went to Savannah. Thank you, C. Patterson. Remember they went to Savannah, and Cynthia got to crying when Nene got to talking about Noel, and she ran out of the room crying. And Phaedra said, "Oh, Cynthia, remember that?" Said, "Girl, I be going to be dropping my boys off at the movie. The girls' skirts and stuff be high, and they be hiking up." And Cynthia started crying. "Oh yes, baby." When Monique, remember that Monique was there? Mm-hmm. One of my favorite cast trips. Was it? You remember? Oh yes. The kids can talk about. So why we can't talk about Shiloh? Why we can't talk about Shiloh? Oliver. It was Oliver. I thought it was Walter. Arthur. I thought it was Arthur. Was it Oliver? I believe it was Arthur, Maria. Let me know. Was it Arthur or Oliver? Arthur, because then you kept on saying Arthur. And you know, Nene, baby, that Nene, she a regular girl now, girl. It was Arthur. Thank you, Miss Clara. You remember? Because remember, Nene. Do you remember when Cynthia had told her that they was at the grocery store and Nene was trying to act like she ain't never ate no Hot Pocket before? Girl, like you don't eat Hot Pockets and stuff no more. We know your kids eat a lot of, girl. But prayers for her kids. She going through a lot. Yes, Shamia is a sympathy whore for sympathy scenes. She's either crying, twerking, or lying. Right. It was Arthur. Yeah, she was over there with Arthur trying to make her storyline. Mia basically said Giselle's daughter was some fast ass girls too for sneaking the boys in the house. Yes, the kids get talked about. Now, Chronicles of Kim K. I will say this though. Ain't no way Mia could have said that in my face about my daughters though. Ain't no way Mia would have said that about my face about my daughters, baby. Y'all would have said, "Get the good old hood rat bitch out of here, baby." I will say this though. Mia had a hell of a season. Mia was gathering them girls left and right. She just couldn't hold it up at the reunion. See, a lot of people ain't got no. That's what Angela was saying about what made Nene them iconic. What made Nene and Sheree them iconic. Bitch, when they did something or they said something, they didn't give a damn if they was at the reunion. They wasn't gonna backpedal. Baby, Mia told Kiana, "All right, glass," and hit that glass. Baby, it made that glass sound on her forehead. Had that girl getting up, running and crying. Then she went and told Karen, walked up in Karen's face, "I heard you been talking shit. You the last bitch that ought to be." I said, "Baby, Mia should have held it up at the reunion." Yeah, right, ass lover. They should have stood in it because show enough, Nene took her ass down there at the reunion after she knew she was talking about Joyce. You know, she didn't call Mama Joyce Mama Joyce. You know, she wasn't raised by her mother, so she didn't have no respect. So she used to call Joyce like that, Mama Joyce like that's her peer. But she sat right next to Nene, baby. I mean, sat right next to Candy and did not apologize. Baby, your mama is low in the gutter. I wish I could stoop so low and low in the gutter like Mama Joyce. So you said, my mama, if I would have said it, I would have wrote it. They say, "You can apologize." She said, "For what?" Bitch, for what? For what? What I'm apologize for? And baby, she told Andy, "I don't know what you want to do. You want to move on? Because that's it. I'm not apologizing." I said, "I love that bitch." Because I wouldn't apologize if I ain't the girl. Listen, she said, "You want to move on? You want to keep passionate about it? Because it ain't changing over here. It ain't changing over here." I wouldn't apologize. Who? Who? I said some shit I meant. I said what I said, right? I said what I said, girl. But if I was king, but I'm telling you, see, that's what I'm saying. But I don't know about y'all. I would have got an apology out of Nene. Right, Julian Reeves. Okay, so what you want me to do about it? I would have got an apology out of her. I'd have said, no, baby, low in the gutter is your mama leaving this earth, bitch, and you don't even know who your daddy is, ho. That's low in the gutter. My mama raised me. She was going to the pie factory every morning to raise me. Your mother left this earth, and you didn't know who your daddy was. Remember that message that Kim sent her first season 1? You are a low budget bitch. Y'all remember that? Put a 9 in the chat. It was on the what was the name of the phone? It was on the Razor. It was on the Silver Razor cell phone. Remember that? Oh, yes. You are a low budget bitch. You didn't even know who your daddy was, bitch. Girl. At least Simone knew who her daddy was. At least Simone knew who her daddy was. Remember they went to the crack house on Married to Medicine? And that's why she don't fuck with Quad no more, baby. She said, come on, girl. They say he down there at the crack house. Come on. Girl, why would you bring them cameras down there to go and look for your daddy and you know your daddy was on drugs? Why would you do that? Candy would have ate that down with that. Baby, she would have got it. Baby, I would have, baby, she would have, GGR, she would have, the goal of the day would have, oh, she's going to apologize to me. I bet I get my apology. It would have, or it would have been another, and if she didn't apologize, she didn't have to apologize. I just feel like that Nene, if I would have said that me and Nene would have been fighting, I would have been okay with that. It would have been another fight on the set. It would have been another fight on the set because, you know, that was after Porsha ended up dragging Kenya. I wouldn't consider I wouldn't say she grabbed Kenya. I'm just being real. She just grabbed her hair and Carlos grabbed her and they fell on the floor. But I wouldn't say, baby. Yeah, Nene would have hit me after I got done talking about her mom and her daddy. You riding down Anthem screaming out the window, looking like Bryce Love. What kind of mother is that? And wasn't the man in the wheelchair cute? No shade to the people in the wheelchair. Wasn't the man in the wheelchair with a beer bottle in his hand? And piss all on his motherfucking pants and shit, girl, please. My mama low in the gutter, bitch. Girl, please. Huh! Huh! Your boy, remember when Marlo told Kenya, that's why your mama don't want you and you still don't want you. That's what, yes, she did. But did you see Marlo mama when she walked up there on that show, though? Did you see that Marlo about her mama on the show? Baby, look like her and Miss Mark. Oh my God, I forgot. Rest in peace. He was sitting down. He was sitting down there for him. I thought he was in a wheelchair, baby. I thought he was in a wheelchair. I could smell the piss from the screen, baby. She said he looked just like Bryce. And I remember her kept on saying the secrets that people hold. Oh, girl. You know, I do. You know, I think that I'm good TV. I do reality TV, but I don't believe in no shit like that. The secrets that people hold. Had that man all on camera. Remember that? She kept on saying the secrets that people hold. Okay. What? Good boy, know what? Good boy, know what? Oh no, I would never forget that, baby. Marlo mama lost custody of her. She couldn't talk. Marlo mama threw those teeth in the trash, baby. What else did I see? But I'm Team Brit. I'm Team Brit. What I'm saying is, people talk about people's kids. The kids get talking about kids be the whole storyline. We talk about kids. We talking about them. We talking about them. Okay? Garcelle talked about her son being on drugs and stuff every season. She was on the show. She let us know that her son was on drugs. You get what I'm saying? So the kids and stuff be talked about. Had tattoos all in his motherfucking face. What kind of mother is that? What type of mother is Garcelle? Wouldn't even let her son in the house to take a bath. You know what I'm saying? Now I know people who, you know, they got, you know, addicts and stuff in their family or whatever, and they let them in to take a bath and they let them go back out there in the street. But you watch them because stuff will come up missing. Garcelle said that she was at the door crying, scared, and I wouldn't let my own child in, even if she did that. I would have never said that on TV. Swung Oliver left and right. Swung Oliver left and right. But baby, when somebody says something about her mixed boys, that's the name of the book. Baby, she got on Twitter and said, I've been crying all night. I say, girl. And she don't show favoritism. I've been crying all night. Girl, please. Nope, you can't come in. What type of mother is that? He is an adult. That's her child. I don't got mad thinking about Nene and Candy. Candy all week. Oh, baby. Q. I would have got that bitch up off me. Andy would have been looking like, whoa. Oh, yes. He is an adult. I said I wasn't fooling with that Oliver because he's dark. She loves those damn mulattoes to death. Oh, wow. Britt took Miss USA out to go squirrel. Went 9. Tears everywhere. Okay? My mom wouldn't let you in either. Stop the drugs. Wow. Your mama would have, well, she wouldn't have let me, but my mama would have let her child in. Now, she probably would not let Kayla in, right? Because she don't know her like that. That ain't hers. But my mama would have let me in. My mama would have let her child in. Porsha made, good boy, you can't be serious. Porsha made Drew her storyline. Drew reciprocated. Porsha made Drew her storyline. Porsha was talking about Drew and Dennis, her first episode on the show, Miss Cargill. Yes, baby. Yes, that's what happened. Y'all, a bad bitch can't even defend herself on the show. Porsha so bad she can't even defend herself on the show. Y'all over here with think pieces, and y'all, everybody said episode 1, we see Drew. Drew, we see you, but now it done changed. I know what made it change. Y'all seen Porsha go to Nashville in the black leather pants when that white beater with the cutoff shirt and their hat, and y'all say that bitch too bad. Let me go get on Team Drew. That's what it was. I get it. Mama bad. But come on, Garcelle and Kayla will forever catch a stray as long as it's breath in my motherfucking body. I don't fuck with no Garcelle. I saw Candy still calling AJ kids hugs. Oh, I used to powder friend. You lying to me. You're comparing apples to oranges. She shouldn't have let a man bring a junkie at the. She shouldn't have let a piece of brown. A piece of brown. You let your child go. She could have made him a sandwich or something. She didn't have to bring him in. The man said that he was hungry. You couldn't put no food outside. She all over there going to. That's what I keep on saying about y'all. Go. Oh, Britta broke bitch. She didn't even give money to the people over there at the job. She didn't give no money to the people over there in Grenada. But you can't give your child no sandwich. But I remember you was over there. She had her mixed kids over there with Crystal, and they was over there feeding Thanksgiving dinner to people. Oh yes, they showed it. It was a brief clip, but we saw it. Put a 4 in the chat. Put a 4 in the chat if you seen Garcelle over there feeding the people on Thanksgiving with Crystal and her kids. Yes, she was. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna say this, sinners. Mo Walker, we could have put some food outside the door. Throw a roast chicken and some rice out there, veggies in a bag, toss it outside. Not a piece of bread, not even a piece of bread. Feeding them cats, right? I like Porsha, but she made Drew and Dennis her storyline. Miss Clara, Dennis is her baby's father. Drew made Porsha her storyline. Erica ate them kids up too. What Erica did? Garcelle had dinner with the cheating ex during her fires. Oh, Oliver. No, sir. They attack sometimes. A piece of brown. He was already at the door. You can't. It was gonna hurt her to throw him out there a Lunchable or something. It was gonna hurt her to throw a Lunchable or something like that. Y'all say she could take. She rich. It's a sad day in RHOA when Porsha is everybody's storyline. Nobody has anything important going on. Pack the show up, right, Vlad from Manhattan? God damn, how many ways can we bend Porsha? Can't feed the strays. Can't even. Erica asked Denise if she and Sammy made more on only baby. Did y'all see that Denise over there getting a divorce and she was over there paying for everything? I might need to start an OnlyFans. She said she was gonna pay $250,000 a month. $250,000 a month on OnlyFans. My uncle used to be a crackhead. My mama used to let him take a bath. Right. You let him in to take a bath. I remember when I was in high school. Oh my God. Should I tell this story? I think I said it before. One of my real close friends, her mama was a crackhead. And she cleaned now though. But her mama was still on drugs and stuff when we was in high school. And we had a friend, she wasn't from the hood, right? And she had a car. And she needs to get her car washed. You know that girl went over there and got my friend mama to wash her car? I was like, oh no, girl. You know what I'm saying? Girl, I don't know if I could have. You know what I'm saying? I was like, mm-mm. And we was out there, and the girl was being picky, like, girl, you missed this spot, you missed it, because she watched the whole car for $5. I was like, wow. And I know, $5 back in the day was a lot, but yeah, she had her mama wash her car, baby, and the girl was just standing there. And I would have already been tight, girl. We would have went to the car wash or something or whatever. And you could have passed the brush over here, and we could have scrubbed your car down. You ain't got to come up here and ask my mama. But girl, for you to be like, oh girl, but what about this, right, girl? Girl, y'all would have been out here. Y'all would have, baby, y'all would have been out there screaming, let her go, good boy, let her go. Girl, don't play with my mama like that, bitch. The car is clean, bitch. I would have gave my mama the $5 before I let my mama wash the car. I would have washed the car before I let my mama wash the car. She would have never told that story. Baby, they would have said, good boy, let her go, bitch. Why you laughing at me, SD? Karen, oh yes, not the car wash story. I said that before Jazzy. Okay. She washed the shit out of that car. Girl, baby, she was over there washing that car. I say, son, what else did we see? I don't want to talk about these hoes no more. She washed the shit out of that car. Yeah, I would have jumped all on that girl. But she did though. She washed the car. But girl, Garcelle was too busy getting smutted out by Hollywood. They don't wore that thing out. Ooh! They done passed that around, wore it out, baby. She can't even ask for no favors no more. But I seen that her son had a Nike ad. He was a model for Nike. It's one of my favorites, along with the 7-foot Mexican and Pearl favorite stories from Gabor. That 7-foot Mexican story is real, baby. I think that y'all don't think I don't. No, I'm for real. That 7-foot Mexican story for real. I promise to God that was real. Yes, it was, baby. That Mexican boy act like he was about to. I thought I was about to have to fight for that TV dinner, and we wasn't even in like a huge jail. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like we was in Harris County. That's like a Houston jail. It wasn't like we was in Harris County or we was on Macawa or something like that. We was at like a small jail, and he act like he was about to try to fight me over a TV dinner. And they saw what was going on, and they asked him, well, "We're gonna get you another one, baby." And the reason why it took my mama so long to come and get me, because it was New Year's. It took my mama so long to come get me because it was New Year's. So let's just act like it was 2025, right? It was January 1st, 2025. But when they did the bond, they gave me a bond. When they did the bond, they put January 1st, 2024. And she had to go back. And my sister was like, my mama was all crying and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because she didn't want you to be in there that long. But I would have held my own, though. I would have held my own. Can we talk about Diddy real quick? Child, I seen Gabor. Were you in Pearland? No, I wasn't in no Pearland. Now I'm Macawa. I done visited Macawa a time or two. Look, B. Spencer. I had went to Macawa one time. I remember. I know I told y'all this story before. Let me just give y'all my little story times. Look, it was a time in my life. I was out of college. It had a commercial that y'all probably seen before. It was like both of my stickers was out on my car. At the time in Texas, we had to have 2 stickers on our car. Both of my stickers was out. I didn't have a job. I was looking for the job. It was the summertime. I was going to a job interview. And it seemed like I was getting tickets for both of the stickers being out. I didn't have no insurance. They called me with my seatbelt not on. By the time, baby, it was like 14 tickets. And so I got hired at this job, but I had to satisfy all of my tickets, right? So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna have to go to Macawa and sit these tickets out, whatever, because I'm not paying them the money. So I went in there on a Saturday. I had took a shower. I had put on some raggedy shoes or whatever, and I was like, let me just go on over here and just, thug it out, right? We gonna thug it out. So my brother ended up dropping me off at Macawa. I'm thinking I'm gonna be in there a week. And so when I go in, the guards and stuff was telling me, man, if you came in here Friday, you would have been out by today. So I go up in there or whatever. When I had 14 tickets, when them people had read my rap sheet, people was behind me like, damn. It was like 14 tickets, but it was only like tickets for like, no seatbelt and shit like that. And I wasn't even in there for over 24 hours. Yes. Everything is fine. Fell into a pill because I needed to work. Right. It be hard when you trying to do right. And like, God, just let me make it to this job interview and get my check first. You know what I'm saying? But God has looked out for me. But no, I didn't have to pay no money. Them tickets are so old. Them people probably didn't even remember what happened. But I got a ticket by the LAPD before. But my experience with the LAPD has been good. My experience with the LAPD has been good. How they say it on TV, that has never been my experience. I got pulled over by a Hispanic woman before, and she was very nice to me. And I got pulled over by a biracial man before. He was real no nonsense, but he wasn't. He was no nonsense, but he wasn't like rude or nothing. Baby, I done got pulled over in Houston before and been called a nigga and told I look like a drug dealer and all kind of shit. I'm like, what? But yeah, I got picked up on Cullen, driven across the street to the Pearland jail, and transferred to Macabre. And B. Spencer, how long was it? That happened to my friend talking about you get tickets in Harris County. Why y'all care? So y'all didn't get the man on Reed Road that hooked up the inspection stickers? You got to know somebody to know somebody. Because in LA, you have to have a, what is it called? It's like a, they have to do a test on your car and you got to go to certain people and to get like the sticker. So what happens is they'll give you, what is it called? Damn, I can't think of it. They got one on every corner though. But you have to have, thank you. Right, Miss Hollywood, it's a smog check. And so they pick it randomly. And you know, a lot of cars in LA, I feel like can't pass the smog check. And my car definitely couldn't pass no smog check. My car wasn't raggedy, but it wasn't passing no smog check. And so it was this dude that I knew. I was like, you know, somebody that get me to pass the smog check, and he was like, yeah, give me some time. And so by the end of the day, he was like, you can go here. And so I went there, and it was some Mexicans, sure enough. And they was like, you the police? I was like, no. They was like, you know, it's against the law for us to ask you if you the police, and you tell us no. I'm like, I'm not the police. I just need my smog check. And he was like, all right, just wait here for 2 hours. I'm like, okay. And so I had went to the corner store. I got me some now and laters, and I was just sitting there on my phone, and they bought my car back with the smog check. But then I think that they knew that I had did something illegal because the next year they had told me that I had to go to a certain place. Like I had to go. Because, you know, they tell you sometimes you don't got to do the smog check this year, or you got to go. So they'll say you got to go to the smog. So they'll have like different options. You don't have to do a smog check this year, or you can go to any smog check place, or you have to go to this certain smog check place. And I had went to this. It was this Hispanic car shop that was right down the street from me or whatever, and they really did good work on my car. And they will always be like, for instance, they had put in a bulb for me, and the man was like, "Oh, it was no problem, it was free or whatever." I just gave the man $30, and you know, shit like that. They was real good to me. And the man told me, "Your car ain't gonna pass the smog check. I ain't gonna even do the test for you. It ain't gonna pass the smog check test or whatever," because he had put it on like a machine to let him know what was wrong with it. I was like, "No, it's every other year in Cali." What flavor now and laters? I like cherry. Any kind that got the cherry in the pack, I'll eat them. I haven't had, and I eat now and laters like they chips. I haven't had got smog check since I got my car in 2020. I think the car is 10 years old or later. You have to. Hey, now late, but I mean, this year I didn't have to go back to the next year. But by that time, I was fortunate enough to have bought a new car, and you don't have to go for like 5 years. Cherry or grape? I like cherry. I like cherry. I like grape, but I'm talking about now and laters. I like cherry. Grape. I'll eat the grape, but I like my now and later soft though. I don't like no hard ass now and laters. I like my now and later soft. What else? However, electric cars, I don't believe they ever have to do a smog check. They don't got to do one, but I'm scared of electric cars. Now and laters are too soft now. I like the hard ones. And then, you know, Miss Hollywood, I like the long. Y'all know the long. Now, Linda Marshall, I fuck with the banana, but it ain't the long. It ain't the now laters. It's the long. What's the? Is it Laffy Taffy? Y'all remember the long Laffy Taffies you used to get for $1? Oh yes. Oh yes. But I love cherry flavored stuff. You like them hard too? All right. Green apple. Well, I like green apple too. Did y'all used to eat mamba? Let me see. Do y'all eat mambas? Let me see. I remember they started selling mamba at the store. I'm like, what is this? It's like a Mexican version of now and laters. Y'all eat mamba? These they off the chain. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I like them, and I like and I love. You can only find them. I only find them at the dollar store, but I don't eat them no more. Well, I mean, if I get a chance to, but I love the flavored Tootsie Rolls. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. If you didn't have to, when we used to go trick or treating or whatever, I would. If we had listen, I would be good with the people didn't like the flavored Tootsie Rolls. I love the flavored Tootsie Rolls. That shit was so good to me. I love them. Um, Fruit Chews, yeah. Dollar Tree got all the good candy. Right. I like Mentos. The Fresh Maker? I bought them for my student candy jar. Slim, my fourth grade teacher used to buy Sour Patches. She used to buy them big ass Sour Patches for us in the candy jar. I bought a big bag of Mambas from Ross. I love the cherry drop candy. Now, what is that? I love sour jelly beans. Penny candy. Chew a piece of Laffy Taffy and find one in your teeth. Now, was the Laffy Taffy used to have the joke on the wrapper, right? The grape flavor Tootsie Roll was the best. We got them at Walmart. I'm a blue box Mike and Ike. Oh, Julian Reeves, I'll eat all of them. I eat all of them. Fishes, strawberry Mentos. Mentos, the Fresh Maker? Mentos? What? Mike and Ike's are so good. What's good, good boy? Until I like Mambas, any fruity sure. Me too. Me too. But my favorite candy, I think, is I'm telling y'all gotta try them out. Y'all, it is the Jolly Rancher gummies, bitch. They so fucking good. They so good. Mike and Ike's are so good. Mike and Ike's are so good. Mike and Ike's are good. Sugar babies? No, I'm not. My mama likes sugar babies. I don't like sugar babies. I love fruities and fruit punch flavor. Of what? Let me see. Shanny Shan. Fruit chew. Okay. Sour Skittles. I mean, I'll eat them. If you put any type of candy in front of me, I'll eat the shit. I'm just saying. So if I had to pick, if I'm going to the store and I buy it, sour Skittles probably be the last thing. Now, when I was in 9th grade, we used to, we were some ghetto kids. We used to get $5. My lunch money was $5 a day. And I think, so it used to be, when my daddy got out of jail when I was in the 7th grade. So my lunch money changed from, we had free lunch, but I would not eat no free lunch. So my lunch money, when I was in elementary, we used to get $1 a day. When I got in 6th grade, I had told my mama, girl, the Fruitopia machine is $1.25 by itself. You know what I'm saying? And so she started giving me $2 a day. And then when my brother, so we're all staggered. So when I was in the sixth grade, my sister failed the 3rd grade. So we were like right after each other, right? So once my brother ended up getting into middle school, my dad was out of jail. My dad got out of jail spring break of my 6th grade year. So my 7th grade year, we were getting $3 a day. So it went from 2. By the time he got in middle school, we was getting $3 a day. And then when I got in 8th grade, we was getting $5 a day. And then we was getting $5 a day until I was in the 10th grade. And then I had a car, and I used to go to my daddy's house every day for gas money. My daddy did everything for me my senior year. He paid for everything. He bought my car. He paid for my senior packet. He used to give me gas money every day. When we used to have, we would get $5 a day. I would get gas money, and then me and my brother played football and basketball, or if we had a track meet on game days, he would give us maybe $20 to $30 a day. And so, yeah, he used to talk shit, but he would give it to me. He used to talk shit or whatever. But I had already knew I would be bracing myself to go when I have to, because sometimes I would stay at his house, but he lived like not down the street, down the road. I had to go by his house on the way to school, and I'll be pulling up over there like I need some gas money. But I would be bracing myself in the car like he about to talk shit. He about to talk shit. I graduated in 06. Slim, something like that, Slim. I'm not gonna highlight that. We wasn't rich, Brittany Monet. We wasn't rich. We was hood rich. We was hood rich. My dad talked shit too, but ended up parting his money. I stopped asking because I got tired of hearing his mom. I didn't stop asking. I didn't stop asking. I used to eat sunflower seeds like I was a ghetto girl on the green box. We used to eat sunflower seeds too. And when they made the sunflower seeds with ranch in it, forget it. They used to have like nacho cheese sunflower seeds. Oh yes. Oh yes. Talking shit was part of it. That was just another way of saying I love you. I bet the dentist will be glad to see y'all at his office. Kingsley, if your mama them didn't get y'all candy and stuff or whatever, just say so. And don't let me be going to the store. And I knew one of my friends' mama. You know how people be running to the store for their mama, or if they mama, I knew that their mama had a food stamp card. Baby, I'll get them to buy me some shit with that food stamp card. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. I never stopped asking either. My parents put me in private school. Everything had to be paid for. In your mouth, I love those. What? Doritos was 20. Yes, baby. Doritos used to be 25 cents a bag. No, not Rob J in the city. Chips, period, used to be 25 cents a bag. I remember when they was 25 cents a bag, and then when they got to getting 33 cents a bag. No, they got the 30 cents a bag, and then they became 33 cents. And I believe they 59 cents. 59. Kingsley say, "Gabor, bitch, we gave candies to the less fortunate. Your mother's not here, Mama. I'm just joking. I remember when you could take 25 cents to the store and get a whole bag of candy. Miss Hollywood, I don't, and I hear people say that. I don't believe that. I had read Whoopi Goldberg book, and she said, yep, and the bag was, baby, it was, listen, it'd be 5 fucking chips in the bag of chips now. It'd be 5 fucking chips in the bag of chips now. Good boy, you said you used to steal candy when I was little. I did. I used to steal in the 6th grade. I used to steal candy every day. We used to live by Fiesta, and I would go to the Fiesta. Let me tell you what my whole get up was. I was in 6th grade. I used to get $2 a day, and so our bus stop was by a Fiesta. I would go the way that my mama had our uniform set up. We would wear an undershirt, so we would wear like a Hanes undershirt. This before they had tagless, right? I would wear like a Hanes undershirt, and then I would have my school shirt on top of the undershirt, right? And then I used to go to Fiesta, and I would steal a pack of, they had Jolly Rancher Pops. Let me see if they still sell them. I would steal a bag of Jolly Rancher Pops, and they would have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. They would have 22 of them in there because when I got through selling it at school, it was 25 cents a pop, and at the end of the day, I would have $5.50. But the goal was to sell them before lunch period. But they didn't look like this when I was in school. See, this is what they got when I just went to Google. They didn't look like that when I was in school, when I was stealing them. They used to be square. So this is what they look like when I was in school. They used to look like this. These are the ones that I used to steal. And it would be 4, 8, 12, 16. It would be 22 of them, and I used to sell them for 25 cents a piece. And the goal was to sell them all. The goal was to sell them all before lunch. Yes. Yes. And people used to buy them. Yep, I was still from up there every day. Y'all, I have really changed. God has blessed me. When I tell you God has pulled me through, God has pulled me through. It's so crazy because I am so blessed because I be looking at people that I used to hang with and friends and stuff that I used to hang with back in the day. They got life in jail and shit like that. Like I know people who are guilty of it's so crazy. God has really pulled me through. He really has. Because when I tell you I used to be off the chain, but my mama used to always tell us though, just because you from the hood, you ain't gotta be hood. Do y'all remember those big slice pops? Also, yeah, I used to burn CDs, but we didn't used to sell them. I just used to give some to my homeboys, or their mamas would be making like lists and stuff for me to make CDs and stuff for them. But we didn't reach. I never sold them. Do you remember big slice pops? Let me look and see. I don't remember that. Let me see. But I remember you could get the long laffy taffy for $4 too. Big slice. What was it? Let me see. Hold on. Big slice pop. What's good, Diva? She said, "Well, we can get Phaser to represent you if you need it." I'm trying to be free. She couldn't even get Apollo off. Big slice pops. Yes, I remember the big slice pops. These look like Lucas pops. Did y'all used to eat Lucas pops? You would suck all the Lucas off of it and it look like a watermelon? Y'all used to eat the Lucas pops? Y'all remember Fruitopia? I seen a commercial or something with Fruitopia the day. We used to have a Fruitopia machine. Y'all don't know what Lucas is? Okay, let me see. Lucas pops. These were Lucas pops. They got them at Amazon. I ought to buy some and send some to my brother. Yeah, it's like a Mexican candy. This is like a Lucas pop. And so it got like stuff on top of it. Like y'all don't know what Lucas is? Wait a minute. Is that a Texas thing? Let me see. Lucas is like see, y'all don't know how to eat. If y'all don't know what Lucas is, I know y'all don't know how to eat. Lucas. It's like y'all remember they used to have y'all don't know what Lucas. Okay, they used to wait a minute. It's the kind of okay. Well, so Diva, I think that's because we buy a lot of Mexicans in California and Texas. Buy like a lot of Mexicans. So Lucas, I don't know if y'all ever been at the corner store when y'all at the front of the store. They have like these lemon lime packets. Some people grab them and put them in a beer. It's kind of stuff like that, and you just put it in your hand and lick it. We ain't had that just regular watermelon candy. Elotes with the chili on it. All the Mexican candies are spicy, right? Let me see. The Lucas balls used to hit. That must have been an East Houston thing. No, let me see. Lucas candy. Let me see. I know y'all done seen some Lucas before. It looked like this. And you just take like, it's like you put it in your hand, it's almost like salt. This is what it looked like. Lucas, lime, Lucas, hot and spicy chili mix. Lucas. You used to put it in your hand and lick it. I'm from Texas. I ain't never heard of no Lucas. Little green packets from Lemon Saucy. Right. One or the one you can squeeze. Yeah, they got the squeeze ones on here too. I'm from Memphis. We didn't have Mexican candy. It's the Mexican version of putting Kool-Aid and all of the candy in plastic bags. It's in Chamoy. It's in Chamoy. The salt they lick after the shot or in the Corona. Yeah, I've never heard of Lucas, but they have it in Cardenas. Yeah, I know y'all remember. I don't know what you're talking about, Julian. Guadalupe candy. Yes. Yes, she put them in your beers. Yes. I don't recall they don't have that in New York. And now I'm surprised. However, Mexican candy has a lot of lead in it. I'm not sure if they're taking the lead out of our. Oh, Cal, I love you, girl. That's because you grew up with the Sahanos. Right. The Mexicans wasn't really over here back then. Where you at, Keon? No, never had that. What? That's wild. I would get these if they weren't called that. They were the different brands. Never heard of it. We black up here. No, but no, yeah, I used to no, but I definitely used to love the um any type of store and any type of candy and family like dots. I'll fuck some dots up, but they get stuck on your teeth though. But I used to love dots. I used to love dots. Um, but I didn't really like no hot the hot candy that be coming up. I didn't like that. I ain't like that. It's all talking hot fructose and tahini. I hated Chamoy when I first moved to Cali. New Orleans. Oh, I didn't know you was from New Orleans. I remember Jolly Rancher sticks. Yes. Yes. Jolly Rancher sticks. Y'all gotta try the gummies, y'all. I'm telling you, it's good. Yes. And they got Jolly Rancher fruit chews too. Yes, I remember these, Diva. Yeah. Do somebody told me that they ain't never heard of Welch's grape soda before. Never heard of that from Buffalo. I heard gummies, but they have to be Haribo. Tamar said that they good for your vocal cords. I do love the Jolly Rancher gummies. They good. The gummy Skittles is crack. Really? I don't think I ever had no gummy Skittles before. I don't like salt candy. And if I'm eating chocolate, go give me a sneaker. I like sneakers. I like sneakers and Kit Kats. I could really eat any type of chocolate candy, though, with peanut butter in it. I love peanut butter, though. Welch's got soda? Yes, yeah. Great. They had grape soda. Yes, people was telling me that they never had Welch's grape before. I haven't seen a Jolly Rancher stick in decades. Me either. But I remember them. Child Our Candies was way different in the Caribbean, child. Jolly Rancher sticks, watermelon fire, and of course green apple. But not good for Logan. I used to swallow gummy worms whole. I couldn't chew them for some reason. Yes, green apple and watermelon Jolly Rancher sticks. I like the watermelon ones. Countess Vaughn said hot Cheetos was good for your vocal cords as well. Did she say that? I used to put, like the Lucas that I was telling y'all about at the front. They used to have like the lemon lime kind, and they used to have a pickle one. And I used to get the pickle ones and put it in my hot chips and mix it up, like mix it up with the salt, mix it up with the chips. So y'all gotta know how to eat. My daddy loved Tahiti treat. The corner store still sells it. I bought it the other day and made me a frozen slush. I used to love Welch's grape soda. I never liked gummy bears, but we'll take a gummy melatonin. You didn't like gummy bears? That was my favorite. You can give me anything gummy, I'll eat it. I love sweet tarts. Sweet tarts. I don't think that I like the sweet tarts. They look like pills. Go to your local gas shop and go in a hood gas station to get these classic candies. They got it. I can eat a whole bag of mini sneakers if I don't stop myself. Me and Kit Kats too. I used to love me some orange soda like Cal did. Cal, like cornbread Earl and me. Earl and me used to love orange. That's why I used to tell people I was tall, because I used to drink orange soda water like cornbread Earl and me. That's probably an old throwback. My mama used to love that movie, but Lawrence Fishburne played in that when he was young. You got to know how to eat like Logan. Did y'all have Faygo soda? I don't remember that. The informed. I love the soft. Now I love the soft sweet tarts. I love anything sour, especially lemon heads. I could do the. Now Tim Will, did you eat Boston baked beans? Now that was good. Did you used to eat the Boston baked beans? Because back in the day, you could get a pack of lemon heads, and you know they had grape heads, green apple heads. You can get 4 of them for $1. Y'all remember that? Boston, you could get a pack of lemon heads, and they ended up with orange heads, grape heads. Y'all remember that? You could get 4 of them for $1. They started making after lemon heads. They had like a different flavors. Fago is down south. My mama used to tell Boston baked beans. I love Boston baked beans. They used to talk. I used to love Boston baked beans. They used to talk about me. See, never like why not? Yep, those and Chico sticks. Right, those were the days. A pack of Skittles hated to see me coming. Yes, now I remember that too. C. Patterson. I loved all the fruit. Me too. I loved all the fruit heads. But if I had $1, I was gonna get. I had to pick which fruit heads I was gonna get, but I was definitely getting some Boston baked beans. The Boston baked beans was gonna always be in the rotation. They were Boston baked beans with hot dogs in it. I never tasted Boston baked beans. That's good. That candy tasted. Oh no, it didn't. Whatchamacallits are good too, only after you smoke. I think I only had a whatchamacallit one time. Oh my God, Starburst is really, really good, but they really upset me with I used to love Starburst. They really upset me with they gummies though. They gummies don't be good. They gummies was never good. Never care for Boston baked beans or Good and Plenty. Good and Plenty. Yes, we had the good candies at all the stores in the suburbs where I live. They sell them all. I want to try it now. It's good, Grandma candy. I love them. Do y'all remember the pecan sandy cookies? I believe that's what it's called. Let me see. I believe it's called pecan sandies. Let me see. Or canned pecan sandies cookies. Y'all remember those? Them used to be good. I think that's old folks cookies though, but I still love them. Oh, they got them now with spin wheels. Oh, they got a new look. That's how I ain't seen them. The Sandy's pecan shortbread cookies. I still remember the first time my mother gave me. I still remember the first time my mother gave me a cream saver. She had gave me a cream saver, and I thought when I put it in my mouth, I thought it was gonna be what is it called? Not a candy cane, but a peppermint. I thought it was a peppermint, and I fell in love. But y'all know the thing is, I could eat a lot of raspberry stuff, but that raspberry, like I could eat a raspberry mamba, but I cannot eat a raspberry cream saver. It's horrible. Yes, they did. My mama used to love those cookies. Pecan sandies, yes. The Laffy Taffy and the yellow wrapper. Famous Amos got some too. Yeah, Famous Amos was good too. What Kingsley, what do you eat? The Kraft caramel, my granddad used to give me those. Cream savers taste like sherbet ice cream. I don't think I ever had sherbet or ice cream. I love anything blue raspberry. I can't eat the raspberry. The cookies are good, especially the French vanilla ice cream. Cream Saver shut the game down when they came out. They did. The store Five Below has a whole candy section with all of these old school candies. See, are they? See, now the raspberry. Oh baby, them raspberry cookies from Subway are the devil. You didn't like Cream Savers, Diva? Them raspberry cookies from Subway are the devil. They the devil. Am I the only one who used to like those strawberries, right, Kimber, that your grandma used to keep from church? No, I used to like them too. Especially because you talking about with the filling in the middle. It had a little bit of filling in the middle. That gotta be what you're talking about. Y'all like want to do cookies? I did. Classic strawberry cookies is my favorite. Tim Will, I ain't never taste no York peppermint patty in all my days. Never in life have I ever tasted a York peppermint patty. Get the sensation. Never tasted it before. My grandfather would send Send us for those at the CNC Champagne Cola. My favorite was the oatmeal pie as a kid. You like oatmeal pies? They got oatmeal pie ice cream, but I don't think that they got oatmeal pie flavored ice cream. But I don't think it's from the oatmeal pie people. Oh my God, I used to love old school candies. That Cracker Barrel kind of looked like a Cracker Barrel food be good, but it be giving me slave plantation. I be getting slave plantation vibes at Cracker Barrel. The cookies are only good thing at Subway. Oh no, Tanisi J, you gotta ask them for a the Italian, spicy Italian, and get it deluxe with onions on it. It's real good. Child, I used to put condensed milk in red soda, child. What is that? And why would you do that? Okay, let me catch up. Chili on the patties. Chill on the patties. Your peppermint patty get the sensation? Those buttery shortbread cookies they sell at the checkout at Ross and Home Goods, they're so good. I never seen none. Can you believe McDonald's sell Krispy Kremes? Donuts? I didn't know that. Those penny candy, fruit candies, fruit punch, pink lemonade, and strawberry. I don't fit into this discussion. Why? I was addicted to zebra. Oh my God. I used to love zebra cakes. I used to love zebra cakes. My daddy used to go in Texas. He used to go to it's called Sam's Club, but I guess in California it would be considered a Costco. And he would get these gummy bears. They would have like 3 different flavors in the packet. It used to be like cherry, strawberry, and maybe blueberry. But I used to love those too. It's so funny that y'all were talking about like zebra cakes and stuff like that, because I had seen the post the other day. Somebody had posted that section of the store and said this section right here just looks so nasty that we older. And I be thinking to myself, I don't even go and look down that aisle no more because I bring all this shit home. We make candy out of condensed milk. It's so good. We made ice cream in the 7th grade with condensed milk. We made it from scratch. Did y'all used to like I don't know the name of it, but it was like a wafer. It was in the zebra cake them section, but I don't know the name of it, but it was like a wafer with chocolate on top. Like a chocolate covered wafer. I forget the name of it. But though, yeah, Shipley's rule in Houston. Yes. Yeah, I don't need to add nothing else on my Mickey D's order. For a while, I used to get on my Mickey D's order, and I used to stop by the store and get a king size sneaker. Nutty Buddy. Did y'all eat Nutty Buddies? I fuck with Nutty Buddies. It's Nutty Buddy or something, right? The Nutty Buddies was good. I was addicted to Tasty Cake Crimpets. I've never had a crimpet before. Type in shortbread cookie and red and black tartan box. Okay. Good and plenty was tasty. Shortbread cookie, red, black tartan. Oh no, I never seen these before. Walker's all butter. These remind me of that, like that royal. Y'all remember the cookies that used to come in a can? It was like y'all probably put y'all bow rest and stuff in it back in the day. The cookies that used to come in the can, they would be stacked up in the can, and it would have like maybe 4 or 5 cookies in it, and then they have a wrapper on top of it. I mean, like a little white wrapper around it. Royal Dance, that's what they is. That's what they remind me of. That's what it remind me of. That's what it put me in the mind of. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, I'm supposed to be. I'm telling y'all, I'm supposed to be by 450, 500 pounds at heart. But y'all know y'all know honestly and truthfully where they fucked the game up. They started selling these it wasn't Royal Dance, it was like a I can't explain it. It used to be like it was a stick, and if you bite it, it was like a cookie, and if you bite it, it had like filling in the middle. I can't remember the name of it, but they still sell them. It's like a stick, and you bite it, and it got like some type of filling in the middle. What is the name of that? Those was good. It was like sticks. I like the shortbread cookies. Color brown. I don't think it's that. I know what that look like. It's like a wafer. It's like a wafer, but it's like in a. When I was growing up, candy didn't have all the chemicals it has in it now. My best friend dad drove a little Debbie and used to drop our boxes and snacks out for me. Yeah, one of my Charleston Chew. Let me look. One of my best friends, the stick is a wafer. I know what you're talking about. Yes, the stick is a wafer, and if you bite it, it has something in the middle. One of my friends, his mom used to work for like some off-brand chip company, and we used to always get he used to always like bring us like some off-brand, like these off-brand chips. The processed food is called Pepperidge Farm. Let me see. Pirouettes. Let me see. Yes, it's something like this, but it wasn't from Pepperidge Farm though. But yeah, this is what it was. These are good. These are good. These are good. But it wasn't. They wasn't from Pepperidge Farm though. There wasn't like a blue can. Mhm. Our down the street neighbor used to work for Frito Lay when I was little. Summer used to be lit. We was chipped out. Those are probably good to dip in your coffee. Oh, I know what you're talking about the came into the blue can. Yeah, and some other color. Right. Those was real good. See, you gotta try stuff growing up. You gotta try stuff growing up. But y'all, I gotta go. I gotta check and see what's going on because I know that Nikki. I'm telling y'all, I think there's something going on with Nikki. Nikki going crazy. Nikki going crazy. Slowpoke candy. What is that? Chocolate chip, double chocolate, and raspberry. I used to love Pepperidge Farms and Ant Man. Slowpoke candy. Let me see. Praline sticks. Let me see. Slowpoke candy. I never tasted this before. Now, some Subway cookies are very very good, and they don't never be hard. I like my cookies and stuff soft. I don't even put if they tell me to put the cookie in there for 14 minutes in the oven for 14 minutes, I put it in for 10. I like my cookies soft. Every Friday they used to sell, I believe it was 3 cookies for $1 or something like that. They used to sell it in our high school. It was either like 3 cookies for $1 or four for. Was how many cookies that used to come in a pack for $1? I don't remember, but I would tell them that yeah, Otis Spunkmeyer. I used to get the white macadamia nut, but do not bring me no hard cookies. Get them out the oven early. It was 3. Okay, it was either 3 or 4, and I used to tell them don't bring me no, don't bring come. Make sure you come to my class when y'all come and sell them, and because the teachers used to let them come in, but do not bring me no hard cookies. Don't bring me no hard cookies. I ain't gonna eat them unless they Oreos. I'll be saying that, but I really eat anything. I could eat. Same here, 3 in the bag. I got macadamia nut and the chocolate with white chocolate chip. The thing is, V. Spencer, honestly, I didn't start liking chocolate chip until I got older. Because I feel like chocolate chip was just default. I always wanted something else. But I didn't really like the chocolate chip until I got older. I didn't really mess with chocolate chip cookies until I got older. And y'all know they sell cookies now at 7-Eleven now. Yes, they do. I think they only have 2 in the pack. I used to be mad, y'all can't give me a 4th cookie. Macadamia was exotic. Now you can take anything to school unless it's wrapped with a label. No, Dina, they used to sell. They used to sell these at the school. The students used to make it. Um, the students used to make it at the school, and so they could sell it on campus. So at my high school, we had theater arts, we had wood shop, we had auto mechanic, we had culinary arts, we had like girls who wanted to go in the medical, like we had people that wanted to go in the medical field. Our high school taught stuff like that. And this is why I say when my kids, if I ever have kids, my kids are not, I don't want a lot of me and my friends, we had athletic period all 4 years, right? Whereas kids who didn't play sports, they was able to learn how to do wood shop, learn how to like work on cars. They used to have culinary. Our school offered that, and they had us in football and basketball as if we was, you know what I'm saying, going pro. And not one person from my high school or my neighboring high school, but no, in my neighboring high school they did go pro. But no, we had stuff like that or whatever. So, but I'm saying that to say, um, the students at our school that was in culinary arts, they used to sell stuff. So on Fridays they used to sell cookies, the Otis Spunkmeyer cookies, and they used to go from classroom to classroom. They used to sell them. So yeah, we they could sell that, and sometimes they would sell like peach cobbler and stuff like that. Yeah, crumble is raw, baby. Crumble deliver. They said that crumble deliver. Bake sale. Yeah. Oh, we called it home economics. We called it culinary arts at our school. They called it culinary arts, and they would be making all types of stuff. You were in a good school district if you had that in the early 2000s. I swear those programs were taken out in the late 80s in Northern California. No, we did. We did have a good school district. I went to a good school district. They had that. They had, what was it? We had home economics too, S level, but we also, so for instance, at our high school, it's so crazy that I ended up going to a HBCU because when I was in high school, our high school and our neighboring high school, they used to babysit your kids. We had our school offered, if you had kids, so this one worked for Perla because Perla didn't go to high school with me. But if you had kids in middle school or in high school, you they had a special bus that used to come for you and your baby, and you would take your baby to daycare, have your baby at the daycare, and then you would go to school, and then they will come and pick you up and go pick up your baby and take you and your baby home. But and the people that was in home economics, or what, I forgot what it was called, but they used to be there and they used to watch the baby. They would watch the baby. They would come in like in different periods of the day, and they would go and watch the baby. And so I would never forget. Y'all know I went to HBCU. I would never forget my sophomore year. We had a literature professor. He did not believe that our school did not offer daycare for the students that was going to the school because some people used to come to school with their baby. I mean, what they was gonna do, you know? And so he was like, y'all see kids in y'all classes? And everybody in there raised their hand. He could not believe that a college did not offer daycare for the students that went to the school. And I remember thinking, I mean, we had daycare for in high school, but they didn't offer it at the HBC I went to. Now it probably changed now, but when I was going there, people would come to school with their baby. I promise to God, they would come to class and stuff with their baby. Their baby will be sitting there playing with something, or sometimes the teacher would like have the baby sit at their desk while they was up there teaching, or the kids would be playing in a coloring book or something like that. But when we were in high school, our school district really did good for middle school and high school students, girls who had babies. They would have a special bus that would go and pick them up. They would pick them up in front of their house though, and for them and their baby, because the baby used to have to be in a car seat and stuff like that or whatever, and they would take the baby to school. They would take the baby to school. Yep. I worked at 3 UH campuses. Downtown was the only one with childcare. See, and it's my belief that if we got that in some high schools, then surely colleges could. Well, yeah, a college can hire somebody to watch the kids. A college can hire somebody to watch the kids, but probably with college, everybody will be trying to be, in high school. How many girls that went to my high school that had babies in high school? In my whole high school, we probably only had, at our school, we probably only had maybe 6 girls, 6 to 10, right? Maybe 6 to 10 girls at my high school had babies when we was in high school, and I don't even think that wasn't. That's over the whole 4 years that I was in high school. So it wasn't that many kids to watch. It probably was hard for the bus driver to go and stop at every home, but we didn't really have too many people at my high school that had babies. Now, but the neighboring high school, they had girls that was there too. Now, I don't know about their middle school, but I know that our middle school, we had probably 2 girls that had babies in middle school. And so, yeah. But if you don't offer that, how do you expect girls to get girls or boys to get their education? Because everybody, parents and stuff. My district was not the people that when I went to high school with was not rich. We didn't live in River Oaks or in Katy. Well, Katy was had money when I was in high school, but those parents and stuff still had to work, and so who was going to be at home with the baby? I thought that was great that they did that for the girls that went to. I mean, for the girls that went that had babies. It was about 6 total, and 4 happened senior year. It was about 6 total. The nursing was full at my high school. Y'all had to see. That's what I'm saying. So you went to a high school too with nursing. The daycare was also a child development class in my school. That's what I'm saying, Jessica. It was a child development class, and so the people we would see when we would be at football practice. We would see them with them. You know them strollers that they have. Like you could probably see a small version of them now with people with twins and triplets, but they would have those big old long strollers and be walking the babies and stuff on the tracks and stuff like that. Everybody was pregnant at my high school. Girl, no. In my high school, if you got pregnant, you got kicked out. So that's what used to happen back in the day. My aunt ended up getting pregnant. She said that she ended up getting pregnant when she was 16 years old. And she used to have, she did not graduate from, so if she would have graduated from high school, my aunt would have been the first class to graduate from the high school that I went to. After segregation, she would have been the first class to graduate, but she ended up getting pregnant, so she has to go to a school in Fifth Ward. I think they sent her to a nice school in Fifth Ward, and so that's the school that she actually graduated from. Not every day, but sometimes you have no choice. So many girls had babies at my school. Child, I came from private middle school to public high school. I was so shocked. The ghetto. The alternative school, Progressive in Mo City, had a daycare as well. I would see the toddlers lined up. Yeah, it was cute. Yeah. I think that's good, though. I think that was good. But yeah, we had our high school offered stuff like that, and I think about that now, and I was thinking, I think about all of the athletes. Not one person. We had people that I went to high school with that went to big D1 schools, but nobody from my high school actually made it American pro. We have one person that went pro, but he's pro overseas. But other than that, nobody else went pro. And so I think that was a waste of 4 years of high school because they could have graduated. We could have graduated at my high school with a trade, but we didn't, trying to do an athletic period. So for me, in hindsight, I would have told my mama, no, I'm going to go get me a trade. And if they want us to practice, we're going to, to me, you go to practice before or after school, but during the school hours, I want my child to learn a trade. So they could be, doing whatever they want to. They could be doing whatever they want. Because one of my homegirls, she graduated. She wanted to be a nurse, but she had already had certificates by the time she graduated. But boy, were you in a black neighborhood? I lived in the black neighborhood, but the school that I went to was not in the black neighborhood. It was mostly Hispanic. But my district was white. The district was like a white district. It just so happened to have black and Hispanic people there. In Louisiana, if you got pregnant, you would be sent up north for the summer break and come back the next school year with a little brother. Well, Top Shelf, you not Top Shelf. I think me and you the same age, so I doubt that. I doubt that. Not in your age, not in our age group. But y'all, thank y'all so much for being. No, and I know that they didn't have. I just thought about this. I'm for sure that they didn't have a daycare at my school, at the college that I went to, because I actually went to school. It was a girl that she was when I was a senior, she was in the 10th grade, and so my junior year of college, she ended up coming to. She had a baby her 9th grade year. And so when I was a junior in college, she was a freshman at PV, and she had a baby, and her baby daddy would watch the baby. Her baby daddy mama would watch the baby every week. I mean, throughout the week, but she would come and pick her up. She was from Houston. Well, I'm talking about his mama. And so it was like 50 minutes away, almost an hour. His mother would come and pick her up every Friday so she could be at home with the baby for the weekend. And then she would watch the baby during the week. That's how it was. I think that her mama, I don't know if the mama had him in daycare or something. She worked. But yeah, she said that her baby daddy mama would come and pick her up every week. And her baby daddy mama, she said that her baby daddy mama was like an angel on earth because she really helped her with her baby and wanted to make sure that she got her education. And like really set her down and asked her what she wanted to do with her life. She told me that. And she had tears in her eyes when she told me that. Because her mother was on drugs. And so she said that his mama was an angel in her life. That's what she told me. But y'all, I'm just telling all my business. But thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. I appreciate the love and support. I know I got off topic a little bit, but thank y'all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate the love and support, and I will see y'all later. Adios.
Call Daddy, tell him 25.